It's quite sad. Only 2 left. A bit of an endurance test, really, wasn't it? For people who watch my little channel, watching me do 24 of these. I do apologise, but it's been a real novelty for me because it's the first ever advent calendar I've had, and I haven't totally destroyed it. I mean, there's a few bits over here that didn't get completely munted. So, which one was it? That one, wasn't it? I think probably I'm just going to do a bit of judicious damage in order to save it. And I should have done that one, really, should I? Let's do that one as well, because I don't want to accidentally, oh fuck me, come on, accidentally break into 24. Whole box is coming up. Look at this. Can't. There's no weight in it now, you see. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, quickly put it down. 2020 vision. And this is, let's not break that one too much. Oh, we do know what 24 is. It's got to be the vacant, but that's not the point. It's the surprise that counts. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Right, there we are. Look at that. Only one left, boys and girls. Now, this, I mean, apart from being a nice West Coast IPA, this wins it for me, for the label, the Armageddon label. And also, there's a little bit of the Harrison humour. And if you get all that, there you go. It's 2020 after all. And we are now kind of like, this is the last week. We're into the last week of 2020, boys and girls. Oh, what a year, eh? On the upside, this morning I got a DPD Island delivery. So we've got parcel 2 of 3. We had 1 of 3 and 3 of 3. 2 of 3 arrived today with the Bohemian Pilsner, a couple of kilos of hops, and this is a new one on me, Starsan HB, because I've still got shed loads of the original Starsan, so I think this mixes to a different ratio. Right, okay. I'll read that in a bit. Good. So we have spare Starsan. I will write on here the dilution levels because I don't want to be running it as I do the other Starsan. And I realised the other day, there's the box here just thrown on the floor. Look at that. See, with gay abandon, boys and girls. Actually, let's move the expensive boat bedding and everything. I missed out the other day, the bit where I said about my old pump going. It's been a good little pump as that. 8, we think 8 and a bit years old. So I went out and bought another one. 50 quid if I get 8 years out of that. I will be very, very happy bunny indeed. Got all my bottles out ready to do sort of like some bottling of well, it won't be beer mail. I'm just going to do some beers for some mates, and for some of the porters and cleaners and stuff that have sneaked me in through the back door with drinks for patients over this year. all completely above board. He lied. Okay, today my back's feeling a great deal better. I think I'm going to attempt to open that box in the van with all its goodies and see what's in there. It's a long story. We'll come back to that in a bit. My life seems to be full of really interesting and strange deliveries. This arrived in normal post today, and inside there was this. And inside this is this. I know what this is. And anybody who knows me will know I know what this is, because I've got industrial sized one which laid waste to many a person at various parties. Yes, in the past, obviously, when I was younger. Look at that. How nicely designed is that? What I'll do, I'll just pause this and put it together properly. And there's no who it's from on here. What a nicely made little thing, isn't it? Oh, it's got that, yeah, that sticks on with that magnet. Oh, neodymium magnet. What a lovely thing. I've no idea who it's from. For those who don't know, it's for grinding herbs prior to cooking and things. When you need parsley and thyme and stuff. Oh, had a look at this. It doesn't seem to be any different. As a consequence, when I come to use this, I'll do it at the same volume, 15 millilitres per 10 litres of distilled water. It lasts forever. I've got a couple more packs upstairs. I think it's just the labelling that they had to change in order to get the E. That's that. I can't ever allow something just to break without me trying to work out why. And on here, that really feels like the motor's gone. This was fairly jammed, so now I reckon whatever's in there has had it. Quite an interesting assembly. With various, can't do that with one hand. So that presses onto there. I'll do that in a minute. Hang on. And then the pump part is literally just this. And there's no real, I think it works on kind of like a sort of frictiony kind of basis, because there's no cam on there. I'm wondering, you see, this has got a nylock nut in there. I seem now to have freed the motor a bit, but yeah, you can waste a lot of time on something like this, trying to repair something like this. And I think just looking at the amount of corrosion we've got on there, and there's no locking pin like you'd have on a something like an angle grinder where you can stop the arbor turning. So, do you know what? I'm still going to put it back together again and test it, even though that nylock. Actually, if I put a screwdriver on there, on that shaft, and then turn the pumpy bit, that nylock should tighten. Well, that was easy enough. There's always something, a spare part, isn't there? That's what went underneath there, between the nylock and the plastic. So now I'm going to take this off, put that on, and then put it back, because I'm a bit OCD like that. All back together again. I think it's worth a test. Moment of truth. Let's see. Well, doesn't sound right, Alfie, but it's probably all right for a spare. So I should perhaps use it until it dies and then put the other one in. I don't think that's going to last. It's a bit noisy compared to the other one, so fuck it. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to get half as much done today as I wanted to. Isn't that always the way? I haven't been testing that. Haven't been testing the herbs and spices grinder, by the way. I haven't been, not at all, not at all. Oh wow, man! Look at the way the shadow casts itself across here. Couldn't resist. So, Q-Max cutters. Popped a little pilot hole in. Gonna take this out now to 10mm. Clean it up and pop it in the vise. We have 22.5, 25. I think that's going to be too big and that's going to be too small. If you don't know the way these work, you tighten this and it pulls that through. And there's absolutely no way I'm going to be doing this one-handed, because even with, I need to get a extension bar on there. This is 1.2 stainless steel. It's hard going. Back when they're done. I think I'm getting weak in my old age. That really was hard work. So that's a 25. Nothing's focusing. Alright. Don't fucking focus then. Focus all. So we have the 22.5 and the 25. I haven't deburred this. So that one, if we have a look, you know, I reckon that was probably going to be about 23 and a half needed for that. I could get the caliper on that really, couldn't I? Why haven't I done that before? Why are you such a muppet? Just remembered I've previously done this. Anyway, 24.7, so here, 24. We make a 24 hole, and then just open it out a little bit with the deburring tool and maybe the die grinder, which I never knew what that was, but I do now. So that's going to be too small. That probably needs to be 24. That's probably too big, but in at an angle, and bearing in mind that it's curved, I don't know whether that's, I think that's probably still going to be too much. I shall wait for the word from the welder. In the meantime, I think I'll order a 24. That is going to be too big a hole, I think. As the actress said, don't do it, mine, don't do it. It's too easy. Right. Well, we know anyway that it's hard work making these in here, so it's not going to be. I'll get all those done prior to going over to sunny Retford. Dickhead. Right, 24 on order. This is a view you might not very often get inside the boat house. Behind the scenes, sort of, I suppose. And Delilah's behind. That's Delilah's behind, down there, look. And our little, oh, not so little, actually, it's a 10 litre. A little distillery. Oh, fuck me, I'm just going to end up making a mess, right? You can go. Product placement there. It's both a condenser and a reflux, all in one. Still, that's the condenser, that's the reflux. I haven't used it yet, obviously. What temperature is it in here at the moment? Actually, it's quite warm, isn't it? But that's not what you want to see, is it? You don't want to look at a still. You want to look at this. Yes, folks, we've reached the end of the day, and I'm going to pour this off camera because I want to use both hands and pour it nice and gently. Actually, just Cloudwater glass. Thanks to Alan at the Bar Stewards. Top guy, top bar. Can't wait for it to be bloody open again. What can we say? 23 days in. I've done a video every day for 23 days. Some people have watched them as well. I do apologise. Right. Chris. Well done for getting that all together in time. Not going to do the last bit because I don't want to ruin the clarity of this. I might just have ruined the clarity of this. 7%, 20/20 vision. Still my favourite label of all time. Symbolic. I'm Sim, and never mind. Cheers. Oh God. That is a lovely 7% West Coast IPA. I think I'm going to wrap this up now because there's not an awful lot more to say. Tomorrow I am definitely going to try. I've cleared this workbench here in order to take the stuff out of that tin box which is in the van, and the story of that I will tell you tomorrow. But for now, boys and girls, I'll just say tomorrow is where the stress for some people really starts. But just remember, you're not alone. We're all together in this, and we've got this far. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Fuck me. We've made it, guys. We've made it.